is so surprised that suicide rates are skyrocketing, anxiety rates are skyrocketing. They're completely nihilistic. They have nothing to live for. And I wanted to write this book to say that's because your life is not built upon a foundation that is unshakable. There's only one foundation that's unshakable.
So tell us about your book. It's called Awaken Alive to Truth, Finding Truth in a Relativistic World. So why did you decide to write this book, and what's your hope to accomplish in communicating to people who read it?
Right. Well, my hope is to make, what do you want to say this? To make people aware that there is truth that never changes. And isn't that great news? I mean, I know that sounds really dumb, but look at the world. I mean, look at a world in which we don't know what to believe. I've heard people say that, masks work. I've heard people say that masks don't work. We got to close schools. Don't close the school. Every single issue in our life right now is debatable on absolute moral grounds, and no one knows what to do. And if you're a young person, you're being raised in a world where they don't believe there is such thing as truth. And so the only way they can know how to live is to go onto social media every day and find out, what am I allowed to say? What am I not allowed to say?
Right.
What is moral? What makes me a good person? I want to be virtuous. In fact, half of what they have to do is not just in how they show their virtue, is virtue signaling or whatever you want to call it, but part of virtue signaling is that you have to disassociate from anybody that is now deemed bad, even if they weren't bad yesterday, but now they're bad, and now you got to disassociate so that you can virtue signal. These kids, there's no, it's no surprise that suicide rates are skyrocketing, anxiety rates are skyrocketing. They're completely nihilistic. They have nothing to live for. And I wanted to write this book to say that's because your life is not built upon a foundation that is unshakable. There's only one foundation that's unshakable, and that is the unchanging word of God. Doesn't that sound so good right now? And so that's kind of the point of the book, is that there's two ways you can try to find truth in 2020. One is it leads to life, and that's trusting in that there's something outside of myself that will never change. And I can put my faith in it. I can put my hope in it, and you can take it to the bank. Science is going to change, right? You remember that time when the World Health Organization told us that coronavirus would not be transmissible human to human?
Right. Yeah.
How'd that work out? Science is going to change. Your friends are going to change. What celebrities tell you to do is going to change. But the word of God will never change. It's so wonderful. Or you can try to go a different route. And that is going, okay, inside my own heart, what can my inner guide lead me to truth? Can my feelings lead me to truth? Can my deconstruction, and if I take in all the various philosophies of the world, I listen to 5,000 different voices, and I'll know which one is true in my own heart, because I'm a good person. And that path will lead you to death every single time.
Yeah.